What's going on, everybody? This is JP, but I hope you knew that. This is probably my sixth attempt to try to play Space Engineers in a coherent, cohesive manner and then put it up on YouTube. I'm not really good at the editing of videos quite yet. I mean, obviously, with my output of videos, it's not exactly like I do this every day. Um, Yeah, but I kind of want to get a little better at it. So this is where we're going. So Space Engineers, as you can see from the background, we are going to play our own brand new series. We're going to start here today, right in from nothing. Got all the settings turned up here. This is just going to be a vanilla Space Engineer sandbox type thing. We're not, trying to break things or explore something important, whatever. Um, I mean, I might have a goal later on, just to kind of not be aimless, or I might even restart and have a specific thing in mind if I get traction doing this kind of thing. So yeah, um, everything turned up to 11 as much as I can. We got an Armageddon difficulty for the meteor storms because why not? It's not like they're hard to worry about. Um, Normal, like all of this is vanilla. This is just how it comes. I did turn off progression because that is unnecessarily hampering to me. I know how to build an antenna. I don't need to build an antenna to then build whatever, something else. So an ore detector anyway. So turned off progression. Um, I did enable the economy. If there are stations out there that I can go visit, then I'm going to go visit them. I disabled the weather system, which is really only important if I make it to a planet. We're going to start on the moon of the Earth-like planet just because I think that's the best start for this kind of thing. In fact, today's episode is basically going to be exploring around that moon, trying to find a good spot for a base. I'm going to try and get to like the ice field. A lot of the power stuff that I'm thinking of is gonna generate from hydrogen and oxygen. So ice fields are going to be important for the beginning part of this playthrough, at least until we find some uranium, right? Got some mods here, just a few, not too many, and really it's about having NPCs to interact with. It's these really kind of fill out the world really well, and I like that. Later on, if we're really high up in the on the food chain, we might add some like orcs or reavers. Oh, there was one other one. It was Warfare 2 DLC editions. Yeah, so this one adds a bunch of big guns and just really expands on the guns that are available. So that nanobots, build and repair, drill and fill. I really like the drill and fill to kind of shape out rock. It's not really for like mining. I will use it for mining, but it's really just to shape out different areas. Build and repair system is really, I like using this when I use blueprints. Uh, I mean, I've been playing Space Engineers for 200 hours or so, or more. Gosh, 500 hours? I don't even know. It's been forever. Anyway, so the nanobots, I use those to build up my um, blueprints. So that's really what they're for. Really perturb pirates because I don't want to have, go piracy myself and then get all the pirates happy at me. And then Ore Detector Plus, that's just basic. Every game I play has Ore Detector Plus because, like, honestly, the Ore Detectors suck without it. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, we will get into this and see where we go from there. All right, here we are on our moon, the Earth-like planet's moon. Oh, always go back into first person. Like I don't like third person walking around. Uh, got a little bit of planet rise over there. Our sun and our little rover. Definitely, if you've started playing in Space Engineers, you know what the rover's all about. We are going to oh, UVDC beacon. Why not? Oh, I got to turn all the power stuff up on this guy. Let's see now. Gyroscope is going to be 100% power. Because why not? The wheels here. Um, strength 18. Power 60. Leave the steering angle. Speed limit we'll do 50. And then, yeah, see how that goes. Cool. Ooh, might have to turn down the power on that a little bit. All right, so again, looking for the ice fields on the worlds, on the moon here. It's going to definitely be important to get large amounts of ice and be able to refine that. We don't have, oh, we do have an ore detector. Check that thing up. So we know if we're running over any sort of important stuff. Um, Probably going to find a way to build a base, maybe. Yeah, it's right now we're a little aimless, trying to establish what I kind of want to do in Space Engineers as far as YouTube goes. I like I was saying, I've tried to do this before with a couple of different scenarios, with a couple of different things in mind of what I want to accomplish, and it's never really taken off. And that's because this is how I just play Space Engineers. I start a new world like any other survival crafting player. I enjoy the beginning parts. Eventually, I'll build a ship of jump drives and go exploring 50,000 kilometers out or whatever. But the beginning, where you're just starting out and you gotta, hand drill or punch trees or, kill a chicken, that's the enjoyable part. And so I do enjoy that, and I'll, obviously take everybody along for the ride in the YouTube thing. And if it takes off, we might change out that beginning. Really, I get a lot of inspiration, obviously, from Splitsy, kind of one of the big names in the Space Engineers YouTube sphere. He's been doing this forever. A lot of inspiration from him and largely unemployed. I mean, if you know those two names, then you like watching Space Engineers YouTube content, right? Uh, Largely unemployed is he does some other stuff, and that's great. I like that he has found success in doing this. But again, 17 kilometers, jeez, that's like on the other side of the planet, on the other side of the moon. But yeah, he's recently found some traction, found some you know people that watch his stuff, and that really kind of inspires me to do this. Um, 100% honest, me being me, I, kind of struggling financially, and this is hopefully kind of an answer to that too. If I can get something going on YouTube, I mean, there's a reason why I have time in the middle of a Monday to record a video. It's because, you know, my job does not actually employ me full time. Hey, we got our incon and assert buddies incoming. Get a little closer to this thing. Surprised I haven't seen any, like, ore deposits recently. That is what it is. That safety field bubble is on the horizon. I'm gonna kind of poke around here. Looks like sun is setting. Going in the wrong way to have the sun out. Anyway, I'm gonna poke around here. Look for maybe a good spot to lay down some roots. Maybe try and find some ore, some materials, and maybe set out a spot for a base. Gosh, I want to find the ice fields though. So anyway, yeah, I will cut back to whenever that kind of stuff happens. I don't want to bore everybody with just driving around and oh hey look something else spawned in. So when I find something I like, I will bring everybody back and yeah, we'll start building something out. All right, so we get a little lucky. Uh, just got out of here in my jetpack and kind of flew up a bit, not too far away from our little base over there. We still got our buddies in the sky. Found the ice fields, and with the ice fields, I found this giant crater. I like craters. Really inspired by again, largely unemployed. He did his spacesuit only survival series, which is really he just captured a ship in the first episode. Anyway, not judging, just saying. But yeah, found this crater, and I like, hey, I can make us a little base here. Probably gonna hollow out this little mountain, or maybe just demolish it totally. Build ourselves a bit of a base there. Throw up some defenses around the outside, because I'm definitely gonna start pissing off the local wildlife. But yeah, we are right on the edge of the ice fields. Not too bad. Right. So, get my little respawn pod into this crater, and we'll start building up a base. The big thing, though, the thing that I'm kind of the most worried about is power, especially in the beginning, because it's going to have to all be solar power. At the bottom of a crater, solar panels are not really effective because the sun barely peeks over the horizon. Gotta check that out. So I might, start down on the base of this little mountain here, and then pump some solar panels up to the top and kind of make a solar sail, so to speak, to kind of get above the rim of the crater. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, let's go check out this unknown signal here. Got plenty of hydrogen. Really sucks I haven't been able to see any sort of other resources besides ice. Like as I've been driving along, haven't seen any other resources pop out of the ground. So I'd like to see some silver and some gold. Um, nice. Definitely one of the reasons why I chose the moon as a starting point is that it has uh, more available resources on it. Oof, totally overshot that. But yeah, with the available resources on the moon, especially giant ice field, I know exactly where it's at. I don't have to really search for it. What do we got? What do we get? Where's our button? Button? Special content. Ooh, cow boots. I already have that. But yeah, we get some cool stuff on the planet, or on the surface of the moon. It's easy to get into space from the moon. Space credits. I'm in space already, and this is just with my jetpack. So, uh, yeah, I really feel like a moon starting point for this is the way to go. A lot of times in solo plays, I will start just in like a space pod and just go asteroid mining for a while, hollow out asteroids and whatever, but I don't really think that's the way to go for this kind of run. Uh, Eventually, we'll probably make a big ship, a large grid ship, to then kind of go prospecting around the moon's surface, maybe hit up some asteroids. Because I'm not sure about the uranium. I don't think there's uranium on the moon. I think it's just platinum. That's the big one. So yeah, I'm going to get into this giant crater and start building out a bit of a base. Gonna obviously need assemblers and refineries, um, and make it our home, at least for the very foreseeable future. Unless, of course, all this crashes down and I never really publish this, which has happened. Again, cannot tell you how many times I've started a Let's Play of Space Engineers and just nothing came of it. This is gonna hurt. Nope. All right, landed on the wheels. Cool. Nothing ever came of it because I was disappointed in myself, disappointed in the content, um, recording problems, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, we're gonna give it the old college try yet again, just because I really enjoy this game. And I checked on Steam, and it is 488 hours that I've played this game. So uh, yeah, I deserve to start playing some YouTube, right? So yeah, let me start establishing a bit of a base. Maybe I'll start on this side. And yeah, we'll probably start here and carve out this ice and get our, hydrogen factories going, because that's going to be the important one. I know I was talking about solar panels a minute ago, but honestly, this deep into the crater and with all this ice, may as well just turn it into an ice economy, right? So yeah, gonna get that started, and when I do, I'll be right back. And we're back. I always wanted to say that. Anyway, just thought I'd come back, give you guys a bit of a update on what we got going on here. Started building out a little bit of a base. Um, Gonna have to get another load of rock, but got our basic refinery here, basic assembler, got our drill. That's the drill and fill system right there, and a handful of batteries in the back. So yeah, we are headed up again. Got to get more stone here. I'm not going to bore you guys with hours and hours of stone drilling like it might actually take. So definitely just giving you an update. This is where we're at. There is on the refinery here. We got our cargo port there, and I believe there's one on the bottom. No, there's not one on the bottom. But we had another cargo port here, so I think I'm going to put a hydrogen engine, or probably an H2O2 generator and then a hydrogen engine. And that's going to power up our entire operation here as soon as we can get some, yeah, stuff. It's going to be a slow, arduous process for now, but yeah, we are headed on up. So let me get back to hand drilling, and yeah, see everybody in just a second. And we're back. It's actually been a little while since I was recording last. I did get some stuff done here. I kind of rearranged our little platform base. I plugged in my rover with a merge block here because I realized that to get the assembler and the refinery working, I had to have power. And I need the basic assembler and not the survival kit to make power cells. So I got one battery made with the basic assembler and the refinery, hooking it up with my little rover guy here. Got that battery made, and we're off to the races. Built up the drill. It was right there, but I needed to connect the refinery and the assembler. So put the drill there. Probably going to build honestly into this mountain a bit. So this drill is probably not going to live there forever. I've also set up that drill to carve out a chunk of the base of this mountain here, including this ice. I'm trying to get this hydrogen engine online. Once that happens, we will be up and running and be able to charge up our batteries. So, oh yeah, if you don't know to do this, plug in your rover with a merge block on a hinge with a small head. I mean, that's your initial base power, especially out here in the space where you don't have, there's no wind for a wind turbine. There's the sun finally. Came up probably about 10 minutes ago. Came up over the ridge. But again, I'm stuck here. I should say, I have stuck myself here behind the mountain, kind of for safety. You can tell that, meteors have come by and impacted, so good to have this here for safety. Anyway, I'm going to turn this guy on, and we will get some stuff running. I will show you here. I'll turn this area off, but it's set to just carve out, this chunk of the mountain. Get me some ice, a little bit of stone here, and really more importantly, kind of clear out the area so that I can start building into the under part of the mountain there. So let's get this going. Nothing in my build planner here, so we're gonna get that and go there. Just needs a power cell. Very nice. Cannot withdraw one power cell. Why can't you withdraw a power cell? Because one is not being made. Cool. Now that is running. We got ice in here. Plenty of ice. Got our hydrogen engine. Probably should build up the rest of our base here. Get maybe a hydrogen tank going, just so that we can have the surplus piped correctly. I'm actually going to put an event controller down probably here, because there's a connection point under here. Might put another conveyor block, but put an event controller down here. And set it to turn off the engine if the battery is charged. So, interior plate. Get that in the build planner. Get those components producing. What kind of a word is that? Producing? That's the word. And I think I'm gonna go with the conveyor there. Of course I do. Can I take... I just want like... Oh, freaking A. I just wanted one. Okay. And then... Look. Sometimes the turning controls in this game are kind of a pain in the butt. I mean, it's whatever. You get used to them, but they're still kind of a pain in the butt. There we go. I don't want to withdraw 14 interior plates. Just one. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So, obviously with this going, I don't really have to worry about hand drilling anymore. Just got to keep an eye on it. You can tell by the texture here that this thing is basically done. Like we've basically withdrawn all the stone out, all the ice out that we're gonna get. Not too bad of a haul. That would have probably taken me, 45 minutes, hour or so. Oh, definitely would have taken me longer than that. So, uh, it's a good time, good time. What I'll do is probably back this area up a little bit so that it gets this stone and frees up this conveyor on the other side, the side that's embedded into the mountain there. What I don't want to do is kind of uncover this entire slope. I'm not trying to get all of this area out in the open. I mean, this is honestly just a platform. I might someday, pipe out a connector or a conveyor line, put a connector up here just for kind of a ship's dock, which will eventually happen. I'll get a bunch of ships. I say a bunch, maybe 2 or 3. Um, but the connections will be for docking ships and to make sure that you know defenses and whatever can be set up. Speaking of defenses, I'm definitely going to put up uh, some turrets, some towers, that kind of thing. Sometimes these guns or these enemy signals come in a little too close, and I just kind of pray that my little butt sitting here at the bottom of this crater isn't really noticeable. So we're gonna do a 10 forward offset. Let's do like an 8. We'll do 7 just for giggles. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's right in line with that. I'm gonna be able to as this chunk of rock gets taken out, I'll be able to use that conveyor port there and kind of pipe into it. Our next real order of business is going to be storage and production. These are basic assembler, basic refinery right now. Honestly, because I knew I'd be moving them. Um, Essentially, I want to move all of my production into the underside of that mountain. So, I knew. Is this not an H2O2 generator? I thought that was the generator. This must be it. Yep. Actually, let's take all that. That doesn't need to be in there anymore because we got this guy up and running. And then let's actually produce... no, not 100. We'll go 10. 10 of each, 10 oxygen, 10 hydrogen bottles. Oh, I didn't... I'm definitely going to, before too long, I'm going to get a couple more mods going. I forgot my quality of life mod. I usually have one that will set a production quota. So I always have, 100 steel plates or 100 interior plates and yada yada on hand. It makes using the nanobots build and repair system a lot easier when all of your materials are on hand. So I'll definitely get that going. I'm probably gonna get the build vision mod online. Looks like this is done this way, so I'm gonna push this out a little bit more. Not 6,000 meters. Not 110 either. Okay. Uh, let's do 17. That should basically get us, yeah, maybe what, 25? Let's go with 25. We'll go 25. But yeah, get a couple more mods going just so quality of life, guys. That's what mods are about to me. They are just quality of life. I mean, I know this is a little cheaty, but only because I'm not building a an array of drills on a piston that I then have to disassemble and reassemble when I want to move it. This is so much faster and better, and the quality of life. Um, can I do the array of drills? Yeah, I know how to do that. Timer blocks and everything. Like for me, it's not hard.
Energy low.
Like I said in the beginning, I've been playing this game for damn near 500 hours. So uh, this drill and fill, build and repair, um, blueprints, that kind of thing makes it easier, and you don't have to think about it. It's not like I'm cheating in, hundreds or thousands of resources. Like I have no magnesium. I mean, I know there's magnesium right there. I can see it. But, I don't have a bunch of metal grids. I don't have, all kinds of ammunition for guns that I don't have yet. This type of thing. So, to me, using these mods is not, it's not about making it easier. It's about quality of life. So yeah, I think with that, I'm probably going to wrap up this little portion of our program. See if I can get this edited to a usable video, hopefully. Like I said in the beginning of this, guys, I struggle with the editing. I struggle with the making it a coherent production. But you know what? It's a learning process, and it's what I'm gonna try and do. So stay tuned for the next episode, and yeah, we'll see you then. Bye bye.